So how do you stop it?
Right here. Stop. Or you could hit stop down here. Or you can pause.
Absolutely. Let me sit straight. Ready.
Hi guys, I'm here with Luis with the First Source Bank. I'm pretty excited. Thank you for coming to the show and thank you for being let us part of the community with First Source Bank. So can you introduce yourself to the people up there?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Luis Zapata, or the full name. I'm from Mexico, so it's Luis Antonio Zapata de Alba. So we have long names over there, two last names. And I am in charge of financial wellness at First Source Bank. So I'm financial wellness administrator and vice president at First Source Bank. And so I oversee all the programs that have to do with financial education in the community, everything that we put out and that we try to help people achieve financial well-being, basically.
Okay. So what is the hardest part to be in your possession?
I think people know that they need to achieve financial well-being. Is just a hard part to actually do it. So we have a lot of interest and people say, yes, we want to know about financial wellness. Yes, teach me how to budget. And then when the time comes when you put a workshop or something together, people are like, I'll put it off for another week. I'll go next week. I'll go next time. And so just motivating people to actually start on their journey. We cannot push anybody to start achieving financial well-being. Has to be in self-motivation or point in time where you say, enough is enough. I need to handle my finances. And then you do something. So it's hard to tell people, hey, you should come and this is the time. And, you know, because it's self-motivation. It has to come from them.
It's like when everybody wants to go to the gym and look really nice and thin and buff, but when it comes to do the hard work, they're like, oh, it starts slowing down and they don't show up. So that's very good. Okay, so what is different from First Source Bank than other banks in the area?
I think this is going to be a long question. I hope you don't mind and stop me going way too long, but you know, I owe the First Source Bank's mission. You know, every business, we also teach business and, you know, we help businesses in the area, not just individuals. But one thing that I always tell people when they're starting a business and they're creating a business plan is everybody tells you part of your business plan, you should have a mission. And when I explain to people what is your mission or what is a mission, it's the reason you exist as a company. So you have to have a purpose to exist, right? And a lot of people go with, well, I need to make money. Yes, of course, that's part of why you exist. That's why you're starting a business. But you have to have a reason why, right? That's a value that you provide. So First Source, our mission is to help individuals achieve financial security, build wealth, and realize their dreams. So if you take that, we exist to help people achieve financial security, build wealth, and realize their dreams. So we help them with their financial situation to put them in a better place. That's why we exist. And that's what makes us different from other banks. We're not just there to give you a loan. We're there to build a relationship with you, help you grow over time, and help you achieve your financial dreams. So it could start with a simple checking account, conversation on you should manage this way, or now open a savings account so that you have an emergency savings in case something happens. And if that something happens, you have that ready. And then we're there to help you make your dream come true of your first home or starting your business, all those type of things. But it all comes down from the mission and being there for the community. So that's what sets us apart. We do good, and it happens that it makes us money too, right? So we help the community. We are helping out there, and by doing that, we actually also contribute and make some money. I think the dog there is sad. Let him out.
He's trying to enjoy the conversation too. He's like, wait,
yes,
I want to be part of this conversation. Okay, so basically, like, let's say if you don't, let me clear something if you had understand for the public up there. Let's say I don't own a business. Let's say I want to come to you guys and trying to explain to you what is my goals. You guys kind of help out with the goals as well. Personal is not only like business wise. So you also help personal people, right?
Absolutely, we help individuals as well as businesses. First Source is a, it's a community bank. We're in northern Indiana, southwest Michigan. Uh,
Mhm.
One branch in Sarasota, Florida, but we have a national presence on different things. But if you come in as an individual just wanting to start, we also think about what are our values, not only our mission, but we want to provide straight talk, sound advice, and keep your best interest in mind. So when you come in, if that's what we do, we keep your best interest in mind, then we're gonna help you achieve your goals. Like I said, that's part of our mission. But if you look at the definition of financial well-being, you want to have minimal financial stress, you want to have a strong financial foundation and a plan for the future. And that last piece, the part of the a plan for the future, is where we come in and we help you set smart goals. We love giving people advice. I think in general, people like to give advice. It's something that doesn't cost you anything but a little bit of time. And, it is self-satisfactory. It's satisfact. I feel good. I guess that's what I'm trying to say when I tell people, you should do this and help them achieve a better place where they are. So uh, it's a natural thing for us to do because of the way our company is wired, of how we were created and what we believe in. But I have great colleagues at the branches. I'm sure you have experience, and a lot of people listening to your podcast are as well experience the First Source experience is not only about getting you an account, but how else can we help you succeed financially.
Good, good. So let's say for the Huckabee, I'm young and I'm just got married. I start building a family and I come to you guys and I ask you, how can I start saving for the long terms for how my vacation time, how my retirement? Is it something that you guys also talk to, try to help the people with the long run, like you said, like when they plan to retire? Because uh, what I see is like a lot of folks, young folks, they got married, they don't think in the long run. But do you kind of like open a little bit advice about in the long run with the people?
Absolutely, you have to. Always we have I guess you can say a strategy. We tell people pay yourself first, and a lot of people take that out of context and say pay yourself first means I got paid, let's go party, and that's not really what we're trying to explain. Pay yourself first means save money first, but that save money it comes with the mentality that you have a long-term horizon of many different things. You want to pay yourself for your future so that you can enjoy that moment in the future. So when you get married, for the long run, if you're young, we want to be there to advise you. Hey, maybe if your employer is not offering you a retirement plan, you should
Hmm.
open an individual retirement account. Yes, it's early, but there's many different things that you can do with that and grow your money over time, maybe even have tax advantages. So we're advising you to that money and start that process over the long run. If people would start, I mean, I'm 44 now, so if I wish I would have heard my own advice 20 years ago, because I'll start hitting the $1 million mark at this point in my life. If I had listened to myself. But I didn't know, I was young. So we want people to approach us, and then we not only have advice in person. We also have our website available for a lot of content that is at no cost to anybody, whether they're First Source customers or not, just to help today and in the future. We don't and we say this often, our leadership in the company says it often, is we don't want a checking account. We want a relationship. We want to build a relationship for when you're getting out of high school and get that first job, and you go to college and then come back, and then you find your girlfriend or boyfriend and you get married. And
Hmm.
have a first of its kind program called Life Transition Specialist. So
Okay.
within the bank, we have people that are there for those moments that are a life transition. So you get married, that's a life transition. You're going to combine your assets now. Now it's not just you, it's another person. So that you're transitioning from one point in your life to a different one. So we have a program where we have specialists for those moments in time, those moments in your life throughout the program. So anybody that wants to take advantage of that, make an appointment with them, they can do so. So it's really a relationship building. We don't see it as a transaction. Our goals are designed to be there with the clients to achieve our mission, which is help them secure financially, build wealth, and realize their dreams.
Wow, that's very good. Okay, so what makes different First Source Bank for the other different banks in the area?
Well, I mentioned a little bit that our mission, we do good, we do well by doing good. So that's a very important part. But another very important portion is the convenience. We're distinctively convenient. So what that means is we have the best hours. We have the most locations in the area. So we want to be close to you in person, or we have the best app of the banks in the area, the best rated app. So we are there for you as you want us to be. We have a call center here in South Bend, Indiana, that services customers Monday through Friday, Saturdays. We have branches open even on Sundays inside supermarkets. We have early hours. Some branches open at 7 a.m. Some branches close at 7 p.m. So we want to be there when you need us. Right now we're operating by appointment. So all you need to do is call us, but it's not like you have to call and make an appointment and we will see you next week. We can see you all definitely the same day. Is you know, we want to be cautious because of the pandemic, but we're definitely in the business of being convenient and close to you. If you drive around South Bend, Elkhart, Fort Wayne, you find a First Source Bank. You know, we are very strong in our communities, in our community region. If you go to Valparaiso, LaPorte, I mean, you find a First Source Bank. So Northern Indiana, Southwest Michigan, Dowagiac, Niles, we're in Kalamazoo as well. So you find us in this area. We're the local bank, and we're a community bank that also sets us apart from the big box banks and the large banks that operate in the area.
So that passes my other question. What do you guys do right now? Because I'm assuming you guys run out to this problem. Like a lot of people want to show out to the facility, and you guys open the doors for the people because COVID-19, or you go with an appointment. How do you tell the people, like, because some people probably like freaked out, like, oh, I can go in there. So what do you guys did for take care of the customers in that side?
Yeah, one thing a lot of people don't know is you can do a lot of things over the phone. And if you call one of our branches, you get a live person. You don't get a recording. There's no recordings at First Source Bank other than the wait time. If you call the call center and we have a lot of calls, then we'll put you on a brief wait. But when you call us, you talk to a live person. So that means that we can help you over the phone. We can help you via chat. We can help you in the drive-through. Probably 90% of the transactions that you want to do at a banking center, you can do it through the drive-through from the convenience of your car. So if you do need an appointment, we'll make ourselves available. With the pandemic, what is complicated is that if one of our people is exposed at the branch, we have to quarantine the entire branch. So that means that location, it's no longer in service for a week or two. So now we have to bring either other people from other locations. So it really exposes our service levels to you, to our customers. So that's why we want to be careful. We want to be responsive to your needs, but at the same time, we want to anticipate that if we want to continue to serve you, we cannot put the entire branch at risk. So we have to be very careful with that. Having said that, we make very convenient the appointment system where you just call and say, hey, can I come, in an hour to open an account or to this? Most of the time we can resolve things over the phone. Now with technology, we can meet with you using Zoom, we use Microsoft Teams. But technology has made this incredibly easy to communicate with people. So it is tough for everybody, I know, but we were making it convenient. And we have some branches that are the lobbies open inside supermarkets where we don't have drive-throughs. The lobby's open, and we are extremely precautions there. The pandemic it's a matter of reducing risk. And so hopefully everybody's staying safe and using masks and washing hands and staying apart and staying home if you have symptoms. All that is very important to do all of that to reduce the risk. One less case means one less death and more people alive.
That is totally true. That is totally true. And I just want to add up this, and the convenience stores is very convenient because let's say you go to gotta buy groceries, so you gotta stop there and you buy groceries, and then you swing back and you do whatever you have to do with the First Source Bank, and it's very convenient because I've done it, and it's very convenient though. Okay, so let me ask you this question: if he it's a young couple, they start looking for a mortgage or buying a house. How does that work with you guys? How the rates? How high is the interest and all that stuff nonsense? How does that work with you guys?
Yeah, what it seems like a simple question, but it's very complicated. Actually. So it depends, because a lot of people come from different places. You have the first-time home buyers, the people that want to refinance their house, the people that want to expand and then sell their house and then buy another one, or people that want to buy land and they build their own home. So there's programs for different things. We have a great group of mortgage loan originators that can advise you on what is the best option to apply. We have a community redevelopment loan that is unheard of in the area, where we can even take unconventional credit. And what that means is people that may not have credit established, but do they pay their cell phone, they pay their rent, they pay NIPSCO, they pay AEP, they pay their bills on time, and they can prove that they're responsible payers. We may be able to do a loan for them. We have a down payment assistance program. So the best process is to look at our website, kind of look down. I will recommend our page, firstsource.com/advice. And in that page, you can find a lot of articles. But one important place where you can go there is to financial education. And we have a playlist called Owning a Home that teaches you in 5-minute modules different things that you need to consider when buying a home. When you're ready to start the process, the best way is to reach out to one of our mortgage loan originators and then say, hey, I'm interested in a mortgage. This is my situation. What would you recommend? And they will take you from wherever you are to your house. And that may mean that we help you apply for a grant for down payment assistance. That may mean that we put you in a program that will help you get a lower interest rate. So we're competitive. The mortgage business is very competitive in regards to rates. I think one advice that I will give your audience is that look beyond the rate. There's much more to look and research rather than the rate. Most of us we're going to have around 3% something, 15 years. It's going to be the same. So really the competition is not about rate. It's about service. It's about how they service you, and the other fees that a lot of people don't talk about. If you remember, I told you that at First Source, we offer straight talk and sound advice. So we're going to tell you up front, this is what you're going to pay for your title search. You're going to pay for the appraisal. This is what you're going to pay. Those are the additional costs that go beyond the rate. The rate is going to be pretty competitive everywhere, but you need advice where somebody tells you exactly what you're going to pay, and that is fair. Because I've seen mortgage brokers that charge you $7,000-8,000 in fees, where that's 4 or 5 times what we charge you at the bank, or you can find somewhere else. So a lot of people, focus a lot on the rate, and they get taken advantage of on the fee side. So working with a mortgage loan originator is the best way. Doing a little bit of more research, and I'll repeat that: firstsource.com/advice. Click on financial education and look for the owning a home playlist, and we have a lot of resources there for people to start understanding the process. And then our mortgage page itself, we have everything they need to know.
Cool. So what about business wise? Let's say like I want to start my own business. I don't have all the cash in hand. How does that work with you guys?
Well, the bank makes money. I'll give you a secret on how the banks make money. So we buy and sell money. That's our business, right? So we got money from people. We attract deposits. That's the one part of the business. So if you were building or you were manufacturing a product, your raw material, you attract money. Or you attract your raw material, you convert it, and you create a product. With the banks, our raw material is money, and then we do loans. So and the loans are the way that we make money. So it's in the bank's best interest to make loans, because that's how we grow our business. That's how we make money. So to your question, how can we help businesses? Them alone to get them started, get them up and running, but keep them in business so they can pay back the loan and can grow and do employments, offer employment to people and grow the community. We're growing as a bank. So it's not only about the transaction of the loan, of giving you a loan, it's also about helping you grow over time. So how do we advise? We have a great group of retail business banker and relationship managers that, depending on the size of your loan or your needs, we help you. One of the things that people hopefully know by now is that we're #1 small business lender in the area. So that means we make the most small business loans of anybody, even the big banks that compete with us. And in the state of Indiana, we're #2. We don't operate in Indianapolis, which is the biggest market. So obviously we cannot compete with that volume, but we do help so many businesses that we're up there in the top 2. So specifically, how do we help? We have education again. So each different playlist. Firstsource.com/advice, financial education. We have small business essentials, so you can get educated on how to do a business plan. We have workshops from time to time. Well, when it comes time to apply, what we're going to help you with is tell you what you need. You're going to need a business plan. If you're just getting started, you need a business plan. You need financials. We can help you direct you where you can construct those financials so that you can prove that you can make payments, but not only make your loan payments, but you want to know yourself if you're going to be profitable. And I guess the best loan product that we have for businesses is our SBA loans. Our SBA loans, or small business administration loans, is a specific type of guarantee. And what that means is when you apply, because we don't know if your business is going to be successful, the Small Business Administration, part of the government, provides a special guarantee to your loan. So that means that if in the event your business wouldn't succeed, they will pay a portion back to the bank as a guarantee loan. So that makes it less risky for the bank. It gives you access to the loan funds that you need that otherwise not a lot of banks will take on that risk because of the likelihood of a business to fail, a brand new business. But obviously we want to advise you on, this is a good business idea. This makes financial sense. Obviously you have to have good credit. And for the most part, if you were applying for a traditional business loan, most of the time banks ask you for 20% of your own money. So if you need 100,000, you have to have 20,000. with an SBA guarantee, you may only need like 10,000, 10%. So it reduces the down payment, yeah, and it helps with the approval process. So it's another way to get approved, and we're number one in those type of deals in the area. Nobody can do what First Source Bank can do.
Okay, so that pops to my other question. Can you tell to the people how important it is to have a local bank, no international bank? Can you explain why it's so important to have a local bank that you can go in and talk to them and say, hey, what's going on with this situation versus somebody overseas? So, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I don't want to say, one is better than the other. We just serve two different purposes, right? International bank, we do loans for people in Brazil and Mexico that have specialty finance needs. So we do have that international arm a little bit on certain areas, but we're a local bank. We're here, and we serve the people that operate here that not necessarily have to have a lot of international dealings. If you were an import exporter with a lot of transactions in China, for example,
Mm-hmm.
we may not be the best bank for you, right? Because we don't have that expertise on import exports. I mean, I'm sure we can figure it out, but that's not us, right? So you will want that type of bank, and that's the way we approach business. As you are noticing, goes back to what I told you at the beginning. We give you straight talk and sound advice. I'm not going to tell you, yeah, I can figure it out and we'll happen. I'm going to tell you that's not our area of expertise. I think we're a little bit over our head here. But when it comes down to one-on-one banking, when it comes down to providing the advice, sitting down with you, looking at your budget, looking at your financial needs, reviewing your credit, all those type of things, that's why you want to have somebody in person, because you can resolve most of things online now. You can deposit your check with your phone. You don't necessarily need the bank unless you have a problem. And so I guess we're problem solvers. We help you with your financial situations. When you have a question or you want that expertise to say, I need somebody that I can trust, that I can see, that I can shake their hands. Well, now it's probably the elbow only because of the pandemic, right? With somebody that I can actually be in front of, then you can make an appointment, talk to us, and that's why it's very important to have a local bank. Some of the big banks have left the area: Wells Fargo, Chase. Maybe the area is too small. I don't want to say, for them, but this is where we were born. This is we started here in South Bend. That's northern Indiana, Southwest Michigan is where we live, and so you want to do business with your neighbor, right? You want to do business with the people that you trust.
Okay, cool. So, what kind of apps do you guys have in line, or how they can transfer the money and all that over the phone? Can you explain to us uh, what service you guys have in line like that?
Yeah, so online we have our online banking. It's a great platform where you can check your statements. You can do a lot of things. We have depending on what you want to do, we have very convenient features. My daughter just started working and she sent me money for the first time. It was a surreal feeling because it's instead of me giving her money, she sent me money. So she just went to her app, bank sent me money through Zelle, which we have Zelle, and in a matter of seconds, I had the money in my account. So that's one convenience that we have. So through our mobile app, you not only have access to your balances, you can move money, but we also can manage money. We have a very big, very robust, very complete within the app, if you will, that's called money management. It's a budget tool that can help you manage your money, do your budgeting, do your forecasting, consolidate accounts there so that you can see how much money you're spending on what, create bubbles. It's a bubble system where you can see, how big you're spending. And if it turns red, that means you're exceeding what you're spending. So it's very user friendly. And that helps you with managing your money. So we have access to managing everything from your mortgage, credit cards, everything from the app itself. So there's a lot of resources, not only online, but within the app. If you hit that more button, you can access, like I said, the money management, financial education directly from your app. So we're, if not the best rated, one of the best rated apps for banks in the area.
Nice, nice. So this is gonna be like sound like a dating, but what is the most attractive about First Source?
The most attractive thing about First Source Bank, well, I'm biased because I worked there. So to me, that I made a career for 14 years, but I think uh, the convenience and the dealing with a local bank, just it's somebody that you can trust. If you looked at First Source as a person, we're well-intended people. Yes, it's a business. We want to make money, but at the end of the day, we're your neighbor and we want to help you succeed. And we are only better if we make our communities strong.
Yep.
So the most attractive thing is that we know that in order for us to succeed, we need to help you out. If we don't, we're not going to be successful. So knowing that we're in this together, I think is the most attractive thing about banking with First Source.
That is awesome. You just nail it. Okay, now it's gonna be kind of personal to you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, for example, what kind of book do you love to read? Do you like to read books or?
Yeah, most of my reading now, I teach also at IU South Bend, and so most of my books that I read now are in relation to personal finance or money and banking. So I'm going to start sounding like a boring, just repetitive banking and money and personal finance. But I devote a lot of my time outside of work to teach as well. So I have to be prepared for that. But one of my favorite authors is Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So some of his books. But I lately I'll be lying if I told you that I read one of his books this year. I read mostly personal finance and money and banking and financial intermediation, and I'm sure those topics sound a little bit boring, but to me it's very exciting to learn about money to help people.
Yeah, well, it's very exciting to me too because if you think about it, in the school they never talk about money. They never teach you that. So this is the moment that we got to learn that stuff. Okay.
Absolutely.
So what is your favorite restaurant? If you pick a restaurant in the area, which one is your favorite one?
Oh my God. Some people are going to get upset at me because friends that have restaurants and businesses, but I have to go with the original one that I've been going since I moved to South Bend in 2004. Is La Esperanza on Ironwood. Uh, the family over there have been very nice to me, and they have a great taco de alambre. It's amazing,
Oh,
and so that's pretty good, and the asada tacos are pretty good as well. So I will go with La Esperanza.
that's funny because that's one of my favorite ones too. I always go there to have the carne asada. I don't know if you ever have it.
Yes, thinly sliced. That's what they put in their menu. Yeah, no, absolutely. I love La Esperanza.
Yeah, that is my favorite. Okay, let me read one quick. How can they reach you personal if they have any questions about the bank? Oh, the bank. How do they get a hold of the bank or whoever is in manage like control money or any of nonsense? How do they reach you guys?
So a couple ways. You can reach me directly. I'm gonna tell you my office number and my cell phone number. 271-5231, 574-271-5231 is my office number. If I'm not there, just leave me a message and I'll be more than happy to help. My cell phone, 574-323-4520. 574-323-4520. That's my cell phone. Feel free to text me, call me, And if I'm available, I'll answer the phone. If I'm not available, if you leave me a message, I'll reply within the hour usually. That's the way to reach me. To reach the bank depends on your location. Again, we're distinctively convenient. So if you go to 1stsource.com, firstsource.com, you can see our locations. Or you can simply call 235-2000, 574-235-2000. That's our customer service number. And just ask them, this is what I want to do. Where can I go? Or you can start the process online, depending on what you need. You can start the process opening a checking account and then just make an appointment to go to a branch, for example. So many different ways to reach out to us. But if people go to firstsource.com, that's a great place to start. Or just give me a call. I'm more than happy to help.
Yeah, and I totally forgot. How do you how can they open an account with you guys? I totally forgot that asked that question. Well, you already basically answered. Well, go ahead if you want to add something else in there.
Yeah, a lot of people ask, how much does it cost? It doesn't cost you anything to open an account. You just have to make a deposit, which is your money. We don't take it, it's yours. It's just, you're going to put a deposit amount. So let's say we ask you for $25. That would be your deposit. You put it in, it's your money. It's going to be there. And the other component that we usually need for a personal account is your ID. Valid state issued ID, a passport it could be. If you're underage, school ID usually works. Or bring your parent if you want a debit card, that type of thing. So ID is probably the most important thing, and your initial deposit. And it's very, very simple to open. You don't need to bring social security card or anything like that. With a business, it's a little bit different depending on what you're trying to do. We may ask you for your tax identification number, your EIN, your incorporation papers. If you did that, we ask you more questions, but we can definitely talk to you on the phone and give you the details based on what your business is. But that's pretty much it. Don't forget your ID. That's the main thing, and an initial deposit, and usually there's no problem opening an account.
Okay, Luis. It's a lot of great information that you throw out there to the people, to the community. So I'm going to ask you if you can tell us in 3 simple answers or advice to the people that we already done it with our money, because you know we are already older than other people. What advice did you give to the people so they don't do the same thing with the money? Like,
so that they
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Advice so that they're successful with their money?
Yeah, 3 things.
Three things.
Just tell them.
One is save. It's as simple as that. But let me expand on that. Paying yourself first, doing it before you do anything else. How many times we say, if I have money left over, I'm going to save it. We never have money left over because we're very good at spending money. So the first thing you have to do is when you get money, you save a little bit of that. That moment when your paycheck hits, automate that process. Just put it, because if you think about it, something is going to happen to you. And I didn't say if something happens to you, something's going to happen to you financially that could derail you from your goals. So let's say you're working, everything's fine, and then your car breaks down. I always use the example, your car breaks down, you cannot get it fixed because you don't have money. You can lose your job, you can lose your house, you can lose your pet, you can lose your wife. You can lose a lot of things because you didn't have money for an emergency. So having money for emergencies is the key to build your financial success, because that's your foundation. It's like building a house. You put your foundation first, and then you build from there. That's key number 1. Key number 2 is manage your money. Track what you do. Take control of what you do. A lot of people don't know where their money's going.
Yeah, I can say again,
where did my money go, right? So you want to give it track and purpose. What am I doing with the money? And you take control. You tell money what to do for you, right? You want to know how much money you spend on coffee. If you want to spend $100 in coffee a month, that's your money. But you give it a purpose. Don't just happen to spend $100, which is $1,200 a year on coffee. Just because you were not paying attention. Tracking helps you with that. And then the third component would be set goals that are smart. We always use that acronym. Be specific, make sure that you can measure your goal, make sure you can attain your goals that are reachable, that are relevant to you, and that have a deadline. So if you set a goal, like I want to have $250,000 for when I retire in 2045, if that's that's very specific, right? But you can break it down then to how much you need to start saving today and what type of accounts you need to do today in order to achieve that long-term goal. So it all starts with being very specific and having a vision in mind of what you want to accomplish. So those three things, I guess I will say, that will help you. Obviously, with money, there's a lot of things that you need to pay attention to so that you can manage your money correctly.
Yeah, it takes a lot to manage money because you don't realize you just spend, and when you realize that, oh shoot, I don't have money in my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, anything else you want to add up, or you okay with all the things that we talked already?
No, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to tell a story. Obviously, it sounds biased because I work for First Source, but I absolutely love the mission of the company, what we're here for. And, 6 years ago, I was tasked with full-time devote myself to help individuals with their money. The bank invested in me to start this program of financial well-being, and that's something that it's unheard of from other financial institutions, that they put the time, commitment, and money to grow this. So we truly live our mission of helping people achieve financial security, build wealth, and realize their dreams. So if there was something to add, is that I love working for First Source. I love our mission, and I love helping people. So First Source allows me to help people. So if you need help, if you need advice, if you need one-on-one coaching, I'm more than happy. And we have a team of dedicated people that can help you with advice too. So don't hesitate to reach. We offer this service at no cost. We don't charge anything for advice. So just reach out to us.
Okay, guys. Well, there you have Luis Zapata with First Source Bank. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. Hope we can do this again soon so we can learn more about money. and also for people that want to sign up in our podcast, you guys can go to michianapodcast.com and you can fill up a day there. You can have a meeting with us and talk and share the story to the community, because we're here to help the community to make a stronger community. Because if you have a strong community, you are unstoppable, is all what I think. So thank you so much for coming in the show, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Luis. I'll talk to you. Maybe I'll give you a call so you can give me advice for how to create my money and systems like that too.
Sorry, it was muted. Absolutely. I would be more than happy to.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.